I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning. Next is approval of today's agenda.
Make a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll second the motion.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Now I have is approval of the minutes of June 7th.
Make a motion to approve June 7th minutes.
I will abstain since I was not here because of personal commitment.
I will second that. It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Abstain.
Abstain.
Motion carries. Next is approval of claims for payment totaling $131,001.14.
I'll make a motion to approve the claims for payment.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Motion carries. Now we have is the approval of the fiscal year 2017-18 salaries. We do have them all filled out at this time, but next week we're meeting with HR and I would like to wait to see what they have to say before we go ahead and approve these. I've talked to Kelly and it's not going to matter that much with her whether we do it this week or next week.
I know with mental health, they're not involved in ours anyway.
The work study
Right.
is what I'm talking about, meeting
Yeah.
with HR on the work study.
Right. And their regions have done their own study. So I guess I don't know what the feeling would be to approve theirs outside of the rest of them. Anybody else has an opinion?
No, I would be comfortable doing that to let the mental health services staff that is regionally funded, regionally governed, approving those today, and then they won't fit into the salary structure study that will be finalized next week. So I'd make a motion to approve the mental health services salaries as shown, and then to table the remainder until we get Paul's study back next week.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the mental health salaries and to table the remainder of them till, is that next week?
Yes.
Till next week. Is there any discussion? From my discussion, I would just as soon do it all in one shot, which could be all next week as well. That way, if we're doing one, we're doing them all at the same time.
I'm not. I mean, I guess I went through the list and I think that they were pretty much all within the range that was suggested for each position. And I guess I don't know why we would have to do them all at the same time.
I just think it's better feelings for everyone that it just comes out at one shot. In the same token, we already know what the union's salaries will be and the elected officials also. I just feel that we should do it all in one shot instead of partials. Any other discussion?
Nope.
Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
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 All opposed? Aye. Motion carries. Next I have is item number 7, which is acknowledge receipt of DNR's determination, Gary Hanson, East Site, Section 28 of ETNA Township.
I'll make a motion to accept the acknowledgement of the receipt of the DNR determination, Gary Hanson East Site, Section 28 of ETNA Township.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion?
Just says that the construction permit is issued. So
They're adding 2 buildings to an existing site.
Yes.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Now I have is item number 8, which is an application for liquor license, Pine Lake Country Club.
I'll make a motion to approve Pine Lake Country Club liquor application. It's for a term of 2 months, effective July 17th of 17 through July 16th of 18. It's a Class C liquor license, outdoor service, and Sunday sales.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Next I have is change of status, Veterans Affairs Department.
I'll make a motion to approve the change of status for the Veterans Affairs Director position, Bernal Kierson Jr. Hired permanent part-time, effective June 15th, 2017.
Okay. I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? He will be the new Director of Veterans Affairs.
With the salary rate of $18,313.
What's his name?
Bernal Kierson.
Wow.
Of course.
How do you spell that?
I'll give you.
Yeah.
So we're in the discussion area. So his history, he is veteran. He served as a Waterloo police chief for couple decades, I believe. And then he was a part of the law enforcement program at Ellsworth Community College and Iowa Central Community College District as kind of the department chair for law enforcement and fire science. He's got a very, very strong relationship with the veterans community already, so he'll be a very strong asset to our veterans. And I've heard from a couple veterans already. They're excited. They know him in the community already that he'll be their go-to guy. So that's a vote of confidence from the veterans already. So very excited to have Bernie on board.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries.
Okay. Do you have these two?
I don't. I'll make a motion to approve the change of status for Don Orgel, who is a former Veterans Affairs Director. He is retiring effective June 15th, 2017. He was employed April of 2015 to June of 2017. His last day of work will be June 14th of 2017.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? This is the second time Don's retired from us.
Yes.
The last 2 years, he did write a thank you to the Commission of Hardin County for the full hard support provided the last 2 years. And he is happy to assist in the replacement that we have just put in place. I wish Don the best of luck.
Yes.
Happy retirement again.
Yeah.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. I have one more.
Yep. Have a change of status. Department of Veterans Affairs, Carol Strait. She's the administrative assistant, has turned in her resignation effective June 14th, 2017. She's been with the department from 2011 and currently works there.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Now I have is the Recorder's Monthly Report.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve or accept the Recorder's Monthly Report for the month of May. I guess, yeah, for the total month of May. The amount of fees collected is $26,996.70 with the total received $27,031.70.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Now I have is item 11, abate orders for 2016-17, 2015-16, and 2014-15 taxes.
I will go ahead and make a motion to approve the abate orders for 2016-17, 15-16, and 2014-15 taxes. It's provided by the assessor, or
I'll
the
s-
auditor, sorry.
I'll second that motion.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? There are,
Just to clear up, this is it's property at 422 Lincoln and Ackley. Court order was deemed that the city of Ackley took the deed to it, and per the court order, we are required to abate the taxes. So it's not something that we even have a choice on,
Yeah.
but we like to bring it to the public so that they know,
Okay.
what we're doing. So
and there are 8 orders.
more
Eight.
than yes.
Yes, there were 8 of them. That's-
Because there's special assessments
Mhm.
that the city had certified to us, and the property taxes for those several years, so.
Is there any other discussion?
Because there's two lots involved in it.
No more discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next I have is, thank you, Michelle.
Yep, you're welcome.
Next is item 12, Creative Placement Economic Assessment Agreement for Professional Services with McClure Engineering and appointment of county's representative under agreement.
I'll make a motion to approve the Creative Placemaking Economic Assessment Agreement for Professional Services with McClure Engineering, and to appoint Cindy Litweiler as the county's representative under the agreement.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Did you want to talk on that, or would you
Yeah.
like Cindy to?
Go ahead, Cindy.
Well, this was a result of our Hardin County Economic Development Luncheon that we had in April. Zachary Mannheimer had come in that day to speak on creative placemaking, and we had over 100 people that came to hear him that day, and what he shared really sparked some continued discussion. And so we felt that it was important that we would continue this and see what he could do for Hardin County. This is going to be kind of a grassroots effort. Jefferson and I have reached out to every citizen or every community in Hardin County and to see of their interest. And out of the 12 communities that we contacted, 8 have expressed interest in proceeding with discussion with Zachary. So we're pleased with that feedback that we received and excited about moving this forward. I believe the supervisors are looking to fund it out of the economic development portion of LOST. So we think it's going to really provide a benefit to the communities that are interested in this.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, its results.
Definitely will spur some discussion among those communities.
Any other comments?
Kind of help everybody get on the same page and working for certain goals
And see
in their
what
communities.
is a good fit for their communities
Right.
and how can they utilize maybe some vacant buildings, involve those individuals that maybe have some kind of a talent or skill that want to expand it. And it'll be interesting to see what he comes up with.
EJ, did you want to add on that?
Nope.
Okay. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. Next I have is item number 13, which is an ordinance to define, prohibit, and abate nuisances to public and private property and set time and date for the first consideration. At this time, I don't think we're ready to set the time and date, but would you like to elaborate on that at all?
We're kind of just trying to update the ordinance so that it's more enforceable, I guess. Right now, we're just sending out notices and it's just like keep sending out notices till they do what we're asking them to. There's no fine associated with the notice, so we're kind of adding that in there. And also adding and removing some items from the nuisance list that don't, like, removing the ones that are really not enforceable and things like that, so just kind of making it more relevant and updating it, so.
And you've spent a lot of time on this as well.
Yeah. And I got some, I used like part of Story counties, I used that as a reference, and I actually contacted someone from the DNR in Lambert, and he took a look at it, and he has some revisions, and Rick Dunn's already looked at it and everything, so hopefully it'll be good.
All right.
Because actually, we've had this since March.
Yeah.
You provided this to us in March.
Yeah, the Board of Health actually approved it back in March to be considered by you guys, so.
I mean, I'd like to make a motion to set the time and date for the first consideration. I mean, I've reviewed this, Rick Dunn has reviewed it, provided his comments a couple of months ago. And working with the DNR, I think Jessica's been working with all of this or as the environmental person and sanitarian, and has been notifying these people, but there's no teeth to what she's doing to make people comply with the requirements. And I think this gives her the teeth to start assessing fines and getting some things cleaned up around the county that needed it or that need it. I would almost think that we could maybe come up with a date. Nancy knows, do you know the publication requirements and everything, so.
You have to publish it at least 15 days before your first consideration. That's your requirement.
Which would be 3 weeks.
July 5th.
I think my question with this that I wanted to visit with Rick is an amendment to you have a ordinance number 42 on the books. I don't know if you're aware. I've sent that to you.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's true.
You have an ordinance on the books, 42. Is this amending 42 or is this new? So that needs to be worked out. But
Okay.
that's your call.
Does 42 go away and this replace it?
And if so, I would think the language in this would need to be
Right.
tweaked a little bit.
Just-
That's Rick's call.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Then,
I have questions, but you can do whatever you like.
if anything, I would like to, if, I would table it, I would be in favor of tabling it for a week, but I just don't want it being
Yeah.
put off more. I mean, like I said, this has been
Yep.
on our plate since March, so.
When we
just
did the
don't
address
see it
changes,
delayed.
that was an amendment to that ordinance, and I think we could just approve it and be done. But if it's a whole new ordinance, it
No,
has to go
an
through.
amendment has to go through the same.
It
Yeah.
does, oh, okay.
Mhm.
Obviously, I don't
Yep.
know. I think I'm not in charge of that.
Yeah. So you want to do it and do it right.
Right.
I need a motion.
Make a motion to table it for a week.
I'll
Okay.
second that.
It's been moved and seconded, table till next week. Is there any discussion? I think the discussion was already held as to what we're tabling for.
Who's gonna figure it out?
You, not kidding.
No.
I can
Okay.
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 Jessica will figure it
figure
out.
it.
Okay.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries for table. Number 14, mobile home tax abatement resolution.
This is a mobile home that is no longer anywhere. It's been torn down. The mobile home park had tried to get this person to get their property fixed, pay their rent. I've sent out notices after notices after notices. And due to, or by the code section of 435.25, when we have exhausted all possibilities to try to recoup this money, we can abate this so that I can get it off the books. It's no longer a building there, so we can't tax it anymore. But no one's gonna pay for this. Been trying since 2011 to get taxes paid on this, so
Okay.
I just need your blessing to get it abated so I can get it off our textbooks and clean that up.
I'll make a motion to approve the mobile home tax abatement resolution.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
BJ?
Aye.
Renee?
Aye.
Lance?
Aye. Motion carries. Next I have is a change of status secondary roads department. I have two of these.
I'll make a motion to approve the employee change of status for Marvin Grummett. He was a grading crew foreman. It's his resignation. He was a full-time employee. And it's effective June 8th, 2017.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries.
And then I will make a motion to approve the change of status for Trent McIstead. He was a truck driver for secondary roads, and it's also a resignation effective June 8th, 2017.
I'll second that motion.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. I have no utility permits. And I have nothing from secondary roads. Any other business?
I just want to say our tax sale is coming up. It's this coming Monday, the 19th of June. So if anybody has any unpaid taxes, they need to have that paid by Friday.
Okay. Did you get many people register for the tax sale?
Yes.
Okay.
There's always a lot of interest.
Okay. Just curious.
Yeah.
Julie?
Other business, yes. I'm here to ask that supervisors rescind the resolution passed 2 weeks ago concerning master matrix review and address it realistically. There was no mention of water quality in here at all. I don't see the word water. And it needs to address and acknowledge the effect of CAFOs on water quality and admit that, yes, they do have an impact. This seems more like a cop-out. It's running away from the issue. We need leadership in Hardin County from our supervisors addressing water quality. And I understand that your last sentence, county supervisors will take no further action. Well, I would ask that you not cross your arms, stamp your feet and say, you know, we're not gonna address this and you can't make me. Citizens of Hardin County want you to realistically address it. So please, you need to rescind this resolution and do one that's realistically addresses it and have it addressed to the proper parties. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other business? Hearing none, I can ask for adjournment.
Make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Didn't think you wanted to discuss